Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 5th to the 11th of July 2021. This week is dominated by a T-square, which is two planets in opposition squaring another planet. So we're not going to go day by day this week, but if you go back to last week, we did have a look at some of the significant retrogrades and how they're playing out, because there's so much happening at once. So we start with the square of Uranus and Saturn. Saturn is retrograde at 11 degrees Aquarius, and 11 is the number of Aquarius, as Aquarius is the 11th sign. So with Saturn retrograding, we're going back to find our authenticity, to find our true frequency. And Saturn's the old ruler of Aquarius, squaring Uranus, which is the new ruler of Aquarius. And Uranus is spending a considerable amount of time, 7 years in total, in Taurus. And Taurus is the heart, so it's deconditioning a lot of the programmed emotions, a lot of the storylines, so that we can achieve our own unique heart frequency and act from a place of unconditional love. So a square is an awkward aspect, but with Saturn being the one retrograde, that's saying go back in and find your core, align with your authentic sovereign self, find the light within, transmit that unique light. And Aquarius can be more in the head, but with the square to Taurus, that's balancing the heart as well. So deconditioning the mind and the heart, both at the same time. But this week we have Venus and Mars squaring off in Leo. So although this is a relatively passing phase, Leo will then say take that light and radiate it out. Create your new light body. So Venus is the heart, what we value, and Mars is our spiritual spark, and where we take our soul force energy and direct it upwards. So this in a way is deconditioning the old ego and really planting that light deep within so that we can radiate that and start creating from a very central space. So very important this week to consider all of those factions, to stay very inwards, find the light, to cleanse anything that's of the false light, to let go of old stories, and then to radiate your true light is the lesson of this T-square. Now, without getting too complex into astrology, the exit point of this T-square would be in Scorpio. That's the only fixed sign that's not actively involved with planets, and we're looking from 11 to 17 degrees. So if you are following along astrologically, then have a look at 11 to 17 degrees Scorpio to see where this might be playing out for you, with Scorpio being burning out the old and raising up the energy, transmuting and stepping into our power. So very powerful there for all of the fixed signs: Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and in a hidden way, Scorpio. This week we also have the North Node making a trine, a harmonic aspect to Saturn. So this will be happening on a collective level as well. People feeling what's right, people feeling their own internal structure, their own self-governance, and their power to manifest and create a life that's right and strong and supporting for them. So as I've said, we've got all the major planets retrograde together. They're going from Capricorn, which is Pluto, Aquarius, which is Saturn, Jupiter in Pisces, and Neptune in Pisces as well. So all the outer planets, all the transpersonal planets, are retrograding and taking us inwards in all of the oldest and wisest signs of the zodiac. So this takes us back really into the great year, into our past glory, to reclaim that, to step backwards and inwards first, to know eternal truth, universal wisdom, and to anchor in that place as all the more personal planets are transiting through the summer signs of Gemini, Cancer and Leo. So ancient wisdom, eternal truth, what you know to be right, in the bone marrow, in the cells of your body, regardless of what we're seeing going on the outside, those inner changes are actually contributing to a critical mass and a raising of consciousness. By the weekend we have the new moon in Cancer at 18 degrees on Saturday the 10th, and that's 2:15 UK time. And 18 is the number of the moon card in tarot, and Cancer's ruled by the moon. So we have a triple lunar aspect coming forwards for the end of the week. But just before the new moon we have the dark moon, which is the perfect opportunity to let go and release. So I feel this can be ritualized on Friday by letting go of some of the mental emotional stories, by clearing, by simplifying, calming the mind and centering in the heart, really rinsing things out that we've been carrying through many lineages and past lives that are of a lower frequency. And as always, once we learn the lesson, take the seed of awareness forwards, that's when we can actually rinse the energetic body and release long histories of emotional programming or inherited trauma. So the new moon at 18 degrees Cancer on the weekend adds the sun and the moon into the mix. We've spoken about the outer planets, we've spoken about the square of Saturn and Uranus taking us from the old to the new. We've spoken about Mars and Venus in Leo, firing up the heart. And this is all still present and being activated at the time of the new moon, which makes a harmonic aspect to Neptune, another water sign. So really listening to our inner intelligence, raising our frequency, letting go of emotional baggage, anything we're carrying that's not ours, that's served its purpose, deeply tuning in to our divine wisdom, to our ability to receive, to clear our vessel and flow in harmony. Trusting our intuition, listening to our inner calling, exploring our soul purpose, which we can only ever connect to through feeling. So with the sun and moon in Cancer, which is the cells of the body, the membrane that holds our emotional intelligence, making a harmonic to Neptune in Pisces, which is our ability to connect beyond the 5 senses to all the other frequencies. Then once we've cleared out the old story, so we stepped from the old Saturn into the new Uranus, then this cleansing opens up our channels to be more receptive, to feel, to know, to connect deeply. And you may want to even consider, what is your soul purpose? View yourself as a soul rather than a separate struggling human being. Explore the frequencies and the wavelengths beyond the 5 senses. Really get used to tuning in and viewing yourself at that level as an eternal soul, because Jupiter retrograde is really saying take back your majesty, realize who you are on a bigger scale, and Neptune is helping us tune in to be able to do that. So a deeply powerful week. Take a look at those middle degrees, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo and Scorpio, to see where your own alchemy and transmutation can take place. Have a cleansing ritual on Friday in the dark moon, and get ready to refresh for the new moon on Saturday, rinsed, lighter, brighter, more receptive, connecting to your wisdom, the wisdom of the ages, and know that we'll be living from here from now on. This isn't just a small exercise to be done this week and then forgotten. So if you'd like to know where this is happening for you, I am available, zoeastro@gmail.com. I'm happy to have a phone conversation to see what's right for you, to create something that's perfect for your current needs, or to tune you in to your chart and how to do this alchemical transmutational work. I post daily, Facebook @AstroZo, Instagram @ZoeHines7, and these videos and more are available on my YouTube channel, Zoe Astro. So be as still as you can, think as big as you can, feel deeply. Don't let the distractions of the outside world preoccupy. Give your mind a job to do, just reclaiming your power, your majesty and your sovereignty, and let Venus and Mars fire up and shine that light as we discover our unique essence, why we came here. And going forwards, we'll be looking at how we can apply that for the most purposeful and harmonious life. So those are the horoscopes this week, and I'll see you next week.